If you had even the slightest thought of trying to quit dropshipping, you gotta watch this video till the end. Hey, what's going on everyone? Shri Kanase here, and in this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about my story and also be telling you guys how you can stop thinking about quitting dropshipping. Because I've been seeing a lot of Facebook posts and just a lot of people in general who are doubting dropshipping and thinking that they should quit overall because they're either not getting the amount of sales that they want or they're not profiting in this business. But before jumping into this video, like always, hit that subscribe button if you guys are finding value in these videos and just stay up to date with this quality content. Make sure to like this video if you do find value in this at the end. But this is mostly aimed for those who are even thinking about dropshipping or the thought of quitting dropshipping came into your mind. But before we really talk about this, I just want to tell a little personal story for those of you who don't know. And the story is that I personally, when I began, I was around 15 or 16 years old, and I had always this passion for selling online and just doing business in general. Ever since I was young, I knew I wanted to do business, but I didn't know what kind of business. And can you just imagine a little 12-year-old getting all worried about his future? Because I knew I wanted to do business because that was what I had interest in, but I didn't know what type of business. And this thought kept on killing me inside as a 12-year-old as well. And while most of the other 12-year-olds would spend time playing in the playground or just running around, I would be just sitting on the grass thinking about this thought. It kind of sounds depressing for a 12-year-old, but that's just how I was. My parents described me as being a little too mature for my age because I always had these different thoughts from everybody else. But the main point is I began early in my journey for e-commerce. I began dropshipping on eBay, and that journey began around when I was 12 years old. Believe it or not, I began selling stuff from my garage, and from there, I was introduced to dropshipping, which I began to do on eBay. And I did it for a few years, but on eBay, if you guys don't know, the profit margins are super low, sometimes less than $1. And due to this, I would spend day in and day out just trying to make money on eBay, but it used to take me one whole year to save up $1,000 from eBay. But I never gave up, even though the profit was so small, like really $1,000, but it takes 1 year. That's really bad. But I was just a 15-year-old around that time, and I just wanted money. Like I knew I had the dream of doing business, and I somewhat had like a thought that eBay could become the business that I've always wanted to do ever since I was young. But that thought slowly evaporated away like my dreams after I realized just how unprofitable eBay really is, because I was spending so much time just for $1,000 in a whole year. And through this journey later on, when I was around 16 or 17, I was introduced to Shopify. And it looked pretty interesting. I saw some YouTube videos on people making a lot of money, and even my own mom said that instead of giving fees to eBay, why not just open your own store and sell it there? And that kind of made me interested to get into Shopify in general. But sooner after I jumped in, I realized that it's not as easy as it looks, because I was just spending money on my store, which was actually a general store during that time. But I had absolutely no idea what the hell I was doing, and I was just spending the $1,000 that I had earned after one whole year. And it was really a bad feeling. So as quickly as I had jumped into dropshipping, I quit altogether. And then for another year or so, I continued dropshipping on eBay. But again, while just wasting time on YouTube, I again came across another YouTuber who was doing dropshipping on Shopify. And again, I was motivated to start my own store. But just like the first one, this faced the same fate and it died pretty soon. And it was a gym store this time, in the gym niche. So I was selling tank tops and stuff like that. But again, I wasted a lot of the money that I had earned in the whole year, which was already small in general, and I closed my store for the second time, and I was super demotivated. But I continued to do drop shipping on eBay, and I was slowly getting into selling on online forums, sometimes doing Amazon, but that didn't go too well because Amazon doesn't really permit drop shipping. But later on, after that, some time passed again, and again I was shown some YouTube videos. I don't know how this kept on happening, but I kept on being shown those ads for Shopify dropshipping and stuff. Maybe because I was always watching eBay dropshipping videos. But for the third time, and I was like, this is the third time, but this is gonna be the final time, I opened yet another store. And if I didn't already mention, I had not got any sales at all on my first two stores. So I just opened it up, got zero sales, and closed them. But on the third store, I opened it up, but this time I did a lot more research and actually learned a lot about Shopify dropshipping and how to do it. And this time I began doing influencer ads on Instagram, but that wasn't going so well either for the first week or so. But finally, after like the first week, on the second week, I actually got like 2 sales on the first day. I can't tell you guys how happy I was. I literally cried that day. Looking at my computer screen, I was crying for a good 5 minutes because I knew I had achieved something big. I had worked hard for this. Even though it was like $17, this was results. And this is what motivated me to continue and get where I am. But even though that was some type of result that I got, I still try to close it 10 times during that journey, because after that first few sales, I wasn't getting any sales at all. I kept on doing shout outs, but I wasn't getting any luck. So I was like, okay, maybe those were lucky sales, and I don't think this store's gonna work out. But shout out to my mom, she stopped me from doing this. And without her, maybe I wouldn't even be here making this YouTube video for you guys, because that store would have been closed by now. But I listened to her, I kept on trying, and here I am in my journey with the same store that I tried closing 10 times, which has done over 6 figures. And it's absolutely crazy just thinking where I was 1 year ago. And many of the things that really made me want to even think about quitting dropshipping was the limited budget I started with, and just seeing my bank account basically drop down. But I used my brain, I thought positive thoughts, and I made it work in the end. But guys, remember this: successful people don't get successful overnight. Get that inside your head, because those that you watch on YouTube or any of your mentors outside of YouTube in real life who are living in mansions, driving Ferraris, Lambos, they didn't get there overnight. It took a lot of struggle. And what I'm describing you today, right now, is exactly what many of them went through: failure after failure after failure. And if you fail once, just get back up and try again. If you fail twice, get back up and try again. The moment you stop trying is the moment you fail in life, and your life becomes pointless. So change your mindset from thinking that you're failing to rather that you are investing in knowledge, because every failed move that you take, you learn something from it. You learn something new. You want to dream towards it. I was reading a very influential book called Think and Grow Rich, and that book exactly explains what I'm talking to you guys about. It's basically thinking and growing rich. You need to change your mindset and think positive. You need to have such a deep passion towards this that you will do anything in your life that is moral and right to achieve it, no matter what you have to do and no matter what you have to lose. You will achieve that passion. You need to get that inside your head. If you guys are thinking about quitting dropshipping in general, guys, just remember the day that you started dropshipping in general and what dream you had in mind. Just remind yourself of that dream and try again. This is not going to be easy. Don't believe those gurus who make you believe that this is easy and they achieve success so fast and so quickly. That's not true. You're gonna have to struggle, you're gonna have to work hard, and that is the truth. So if you guys did find any type of positivity from this video and made you rethink about dropshipping, do hit that like button, because that lets me know that I should be putting out more videos like this. And I'll see you guys next time.